Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we're back in Butterfly Valley today. Last episode we started a bit of landscaping work over here and building our Red Panda enclosure, which I think is looking okay. Obviously not finished yet. Now something I just thought about was whether I want to put windows on here. Oh, hang on, I want to select the whole thing. There we go. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Gives people a bit more opportunity to look at the ground level where the animals actually are. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to crack on with this today, detailing around here. And I've got a bit of a thing that I want to try out over here as well. So that'll be interesting to see if that works. I probably will start letting some people into my zoo soon as well. Right, let's just get Red Panda selected here, so I'm definitely putting the right stuff in here. So they've got water, so that's not a problem. Let's give them... oh, okay, so they need a platform. An arboreal feeding platform. That's a bit tricky because that's huge. Can I? Oh, there we go. I can squeeze it in like that. There we go. So they'll get. Hopefully, they'll get fed over there. Yes, accessible. Fantastic. Let's just make sure traversable area, staff traversable area. Wonderful. Let's just click on him, make sure everything's okay. Oh, a jumpable escape route again over there. Yeah, it's probably just this bit here. Let's just bring this out a little bit and check again. Unfortunately, he was just climbing up there, wasn't he? He was doing really well, and then I moved the barrier and upset him. No, he can still jump out. Wow. Okay, well, do you know what? I'm going to risk it. I don't think they're going to escape. I think it's just fine like it is. Right, so what else have we got in here? So beds and shelters. I suppose I could put down a little bit of bedding for them somewhere, couldn't I? Couldn't I? That would be nice. Kind of down under here, give them a couple of little sleeping areas. No harm in that. There we go. So they can use those. And then of course you've got enrichment items. Now I'm not going to have room for a forage box because look at the size of those. But I should hopefully be able to fit in something else. There we go, let's get one of those and let's get a ball feeder in maybe over here somewhere. Lovely. And what toys have we got? Oh, all sorts of interesting things. Let's give them a ball. Let's whack that in over here. Got to have a rubber ducky in your water, haven't you? I mean, that's a no-brainer, really, isn't it? We'll give them a box. Maybe get the box up on here. No, let's get the box. Let's get the box up on here. Let's give them a little scent marker thing. And a rubbing pad. Let's go with a nice natural looking one. If I can squeeze this in somewhere. Something like that. Now, are they accessible? Yes, hopefully. Doesn't tell me about that one. That's accessible. Doesn't tell me about that one. It's weird that some of them it says they're accessible and some of them it doesn't. But that's fine. I think they are all accessible. Great. So they've got some nice enrichment now as well. And they're using all their nice platforms, which is fantastic. I apologise for my voice sounding a bit odd. It's because I'm still very bunged up at the moment. I've been so poorly. And I can't quite shake it off. So I'm coughing a lot. I've got a blocked up nose. And it's very unpleasant. But, I do feel like I'm on the mend, but it's taken a while. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that as a habitat now. Like I always do, I will probably come back and do some more detailing. Obviously, I'll detail around the outside of it at some point as well. But do you know what? I just had this idea of something that I wanted to try down here. So this is what I'm just going to move on to next. Because I want to do more sort of custom stuff. Oh, why did I just put in that? I want to do more custom stuff. I don't want to just build using in-game stuff all the time. And ooh, those are a lot smaller than I thought. Oh, there we go. That's the sort of thing I wanted. And so yeah, so I want to experiment a bit more with things. Let's get angle snap on, I reckon. So yeah, so this is just a little something that I wanted to have a play around with, and it's this a kind of a rock formation like this, like a cliff face type thing. And then where you sort of copy and paste, and then you put in plants along the way as well, is kind of my thinking. Whoops. No, hang on. Wrong edge. There we go. That one looks good. Yeah, so this is the sort of thing, right? And then copy all of that into a thingy. And then you can kind of do a bit of copying and pasting, kind of make it bigger. Maybe turn it round, and you get the idea. This kind of rock face look. Right, and then hopefully I can use this over here, is my thinking. Somehow, I'm not entirely sure how, but I want this cliff face to look just a bit different, that's all. So if I can just kind of duplicate the whole thing, and then just let's go along the top first, I think. I don't know if it's quite going to work how I want, but I want to give it a go, and just to try and create something a bit different looking, you know. Because as much as, you know, using the in-game stuff is good, you know, it serves its purpose, it is nice to try and create your own stuff as well. I might just spin that around. Is that going to work? It's not quite perfect, but you know what? Nothing is perfect in life. I think the full effect won't quite happen until you integrate some foliage into it, is my thinking. You know, I don't mind it kind of jutting out here and there. And what I might just do is just take a bit of it like this. You see, and you can just keep on sort of moving it around, copying and pasting different bits of it to try and fill the gaps. You know, something like that. You see, it's getting there. Yeah, this is kind of the look I was going for. So this is working all right, actually. And then it can kind of just blend away into the cliffside over here, is my thinking. Kind of around the corner, just show a few little bits like that there. I think let's just do a bit of grass painting, make sure that's all better, because I know I made that long grass before, but actually I think short grass is going to look better on here. So as a cliff, I think that looks quite nice actually as a cliff face. And then my thinking was that I can put some foliage on it as well. So I think if I come up into here, see, you find this kind of thing. Not again, don't want too much. You don't want it to look too over the top. But yeah, some of this. I think it'll work. Not sure. I might do some proper bushes, I think, at the top. But this sort of stuff, I just want it to look. I just want it to look cliffy, you know, like it's been there for a while, and this stuff has naturally grown in it. I love this this scavola bush. It's fantastic. Definitely want some of that. Let's get a couple of little bits in here. So yeah, not too much, you know, because you want to enjoy the look of the cliff face. There we go, lovely. Right, that's going to do it for that, and then I'll put some flowers around as well as a separate thing, because I want it to look like they've kind of planted some of this up as well, and not entirely planted. You know, like these alpine things look great. They look kind of self-seeded, like they've just dotted themselves around a bit. You know, you get the odd one of these that's kind of escapes and seeded itself up the top here. This kind of thing. I'll get a couple of ferns on at some point as well. What else have we got? Yeah, this stuff looks good, doesn't it? So again, not too nurtured, you know. You don't want it looking really kind of. Oh yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? These ferns are great. You don't want it to look too looked after or too wild. You're trying to get it somewhere in the middle. I might just do a massive batch of them at the base there, and then maybe a bit in there. Maybe get a little one in over there. Just trying to get that natural wild look, you know. Maybe a nice big one up the top there. Right, how's that looking? I really like that. I think I'm going to use this again somewhere. This is what I'm going for in this series. This sort of wild. So lots of nice rocks, lots of wild, natural planted areas. You know, trying to make it look like the zoo has been built around the landscape as opposed to the other way around. So yeah, I might use this again actually around here. I might use it all the way around here eventually. It kind of makes sense that it would be a similar rock formation on both sides. So in fact, it would make sense probably to have it around this bit as well. But for now, let's just continue with this area. So at the top, I think bushes. Let's have a look, because you want it to be a bit cut off, you know. From down here, you don't really want to be able to see entirely everything that's up there. You want a bit of a surprise. You want it to kind of lure you in. So you're not entirely. You don't want it like completely hidden. No, I don't like that. But you don't want it to look completely open and kind of exposed either. So you want some nice stuff like this that's kind of gonna block your view a bit, but not entirely. Ooh, I'll tell you what, that might work in there. Possibly, no. Yeah, no, that's not going to work in there. But I could use this as a big old bush, actually, couldn't I? Maybe over here. Kind of caps off this end a little bit, doesn't it? Let's have a look at that. How does that look too big? No, that looks quite cool. It looks nice and wild over there, actually. I quite like that. Let's just get a bit more of this in over here. Again, just blending the different bushes together, hopefully will make it look nice and wild. I want some different colour in here, actually. Don't want to just use the same stuff all the time. The hawthorn. That's basically the same, isn't it? Yeah. The Gilda Rose, that's quite a nice one, actually. Let's have a look from down here. I like this red that you can see here. So I don't want to hide that entirely. I don't mind getting a little rose here and there. Let's get one in over there, and then maybe a little one in here. And what else have we got? No, that looks a bit too dead. This stuff is good. These are nice. Look at that. See, what I could do, I could kind of accentuate the red of that one over there with one in the foreground as well. Let's see if that works. That works. I like that. And then if I get another one, I think over here, slightly bigger one maybe, over there. Let's come down here and have a look. Yeah, I quite like that. I think I'm quite happy with this now. It's looking nice, but it's still got some nice gaps, so you can tell that there's something up there that's kind of going to tease you in a bit. And I don't mind that some of this is going to be left open as well. I don't mind some of it being open, not too much. I feel like it needs something in here. But not too much. It doesn't need to be too crowded. Let's just have a quick look at this end. I definitely need something in here. Let's get a few of these actually just dotted around. Kind of blend them in a bit. Yeah, that's nice. Again, though, don't mind a bit of a gap here and there. Don't really like that one. Quite like that one. Let's just get that on the end there. Didn't like the end of that bit of stone there. Didn't quite look right. And then maybe something over this end here. Yep, I'm liking that a lot, actually. I think that looks good. I think that's me done for the rocks. I think that's kind of as far as I want to go with those. I think they're looking good. So yeah, so I've got this area. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really want to do too much detailing here because it's not really going to be part of the zoo. You're not going to be walking down this way. So this, I think landscaping wise, this may just get kind of, I might just sort of do this, just kind of flatten it out and leave it. There's not, I'll do landscaping up here, some detailing, but I don't really need to do down here because it's not going to be a part of the zoo. Not that I plan at the moment. I don't know, that might change. But yeah, I don't want to do unnecessary detailing where people aren't really viewing the zoo from. I still feel like this little area does need something. Tell you what, let's have a look. See if I can create something cool with some little grasses. Yeah, see these grasses look fantastic, don't they? So let's just try and let's stick to groups of the same sort. Trying to kind of make it look natural, you know, but also wild. Yeah, wild. It is tricky. I'll tell you what I might need to do. Actually, what have we got? Ah, look, we've got the small one there. I don't know why it's separate. That's annoying. You got to, I wondered where the small one was. You've got large and medium. The small one's over there for some reason. That's very strange. Never mind. Right, let's get a couple of the small ones dotted around as well. Buffalo grass. Oh, you see, that's cool. I could use that as a kind of an undergrass, maybe. Or what else have we got? Oh, that's a nice grass. I can almost sort of layer up the whole area with some of this. What else is there? Ooh, see, that's nice, but it's, yeah, not quite what I'm after. This stuff's quite cool. Golden grass. Yeah, there's a lot of nice grasses here. But I don't know if I can quite make them work together. That looks a little bit too dead for what I'm trying to do. Ah, yes, of course, you've got the oxide daisy stuff. The problem with this stuff is that oh, periwinkle, nice. Yeah, see, this is good stuff actually. Some of this, but it's on a slope here, so it's hard to use these big flat pieces because they don't quite work. But what I might be able to just get a couple of bits, and you know, just give it the odd little splattering of colour here and there, just to make it look like some bits have seeded themselves around, you know. Quite like that, but it's not really going to work. Some tick seed, maybe get a bit of that up this end. Don't want to go over the top. It's very easy to put too much down, you know, when you're trying to do this sort of thing. And then I think I need to paint it. Because it's not really going to be grassy, but I don't want it looking too muddy either. It's kind of a tricky balance. I think this is probably going to be grass, I think, all the way through there, and probably, sorry, mud, not grass. I think all of this along the front here. I don't mind that this stays a little bit green because it could do. So I might try and get a little bit of long grass, kind of where I've got these other bits growing. You know, make it, yeah. You know, I can kind of link them together a little bit as well. You know, like stuff's just seeding around, make it look natural. There we go. That looks nice actually. I'm quite happy with that. Little bits of growth here and there, a bit of open land. Yeah, that's good. Happy with that. Let's just see what's it look like from down here. Yeah, we're looking pretty good actually. Yeah, happy with that. So I've got this area to look at, which I kind of just need to block off, I think, really. So I'll probably just do a few bits of rock, maybe a couple of trees and bushes to sort of create a barrier down here. And then of course I've got to come up here and have a look. So maybe if I do a little bit of bushwork, I think, around our red pandas. So a few nice sort of small bits like this. I don't mind if they grow in and out of the habitat as well. That is fine with me. Oh, those are both 2 meter pieces. That's 4 meters. It's quite big, isn't it? So yeah, I don't want to go, again, not too over the top with this stuff. I want most of this to be quite open, I think. Whoops. No, don't need that. Oh, definitely don't need bamboo. Might just get one of these in over here. Maybe another one over this end somewhere. Don't think I need a. I'm still contemplating a big one over there. Let's just plonk it in and see what we think. Actually, I don't mind that because you've got it in the foreground here as well. So again, it adds that kind of 3D effect of drawing your eye along the line to the big bit at the end. Same as these red ones, drawing your eye into the red one in the distance. I think that actually works quite nice. Now you've got it sort of foreground, middle ground, and distance there. So yeah, I think that works quite nicely actually. So yeah, I don't want too much around around this. I think most of it again would be quite open. There's no need for it to be filled up with stuff. I do like these rocks. I'm just not sure if they're going to work. Let's just have a look. I might just get a few down because I'm going to obviously paint this as well. It's going to be painted mud. So I think a few rocks here and there will look okay. Literally just a couple like this, just to, just a couple of little piles here and there. Really small detail, but it does just kind of, it can just finish an area off, can't it? These little details like that. And then if I come in here and do a bit of painting, let's get all this nice and soiled up. Probably want to do a whole load of soil inside the habitat as well, because again, realistically it's not going to be grassy in there, is it? Let's just get all the outside done first. There we go. And then inside, you're definitely going to have some mud around the entrance where the keeper walks, and around the edges. Basically, these little channels where the animals walk would all get quite muddy. There we go. And I don't mind a little bit of green still showing in the middle, but not too much. There we go. I think that looks pretty decent. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And then I definitely feel like we need some nice benches up here. We've got this little area here. Let's quickly do that, and let's get a bit of bracken in here. Nice big bit of bracken. There we go. Let's cram that full of ferns, making a proper fern corner there. Nice, I like that. Excellent. Okay, and let's go for some. Could I get picnic benches up here somewhere? Actually, I'll wait until I build this bit to do that. But benches definitely. I feel like you wouldn't want them on this side near the habitat, but I think kind of over here I think would look really nice, and it makes sense because you'd want to sit there looking towards the animals. There we go, lots of benches along there. Excellent. Okay, and let's get a couple of bins down. Nice. Well, isn't that looking funky? I'm pretty pleased with all that actually. I think that's looking really nice. Still not 100% sure over here. I'll tell you what I might just do. Let's just come into this. Do you know what, I might just have a go. I only want the rocks. I was just contemplating whether I could potentially just get a little bit of rock in here as well. Just, that kind of, just that slight continuation of what's been going on in the rest of the area. Yeah, just, there we go. I think that's what it needed. Just to suggest that rock work was still coming over here as well. And it's still kind of there in the ground. Now I'll just get rid of the long grass on the rocks because that looks silly. But yeah, I think that's what it needed, wasn't it? Just to blend that area together a little bit better. That's great. I like that. And then I've got to think about what I'm going to do in here. If I can squeeze in a small shop. I'm thinking, ooh, what have we got? A chief beef. Can't go wrong with a chief beef, I don't think. So what I might do, oh, actually it's not going to let me put it back there. That's tricky, isn't it? I wonder. I don't really want to lift it up. Yeah, I might just have to do it like that. Let me just see if I can make the path a bit more interesting. Yeah, see, I can widen the path and kind of do something like that. Obviously that means I've got to do a bit of disguising work, but I can do something here. Don't know what, but I can do something, and it just opens this area up in front of it. I think that's good. I think that's going to work. I'll create a nice sort of, maybe a nice flower bed. I'll decorate this very similar to this one, I think, and then I can create some nice flower beds around it. Yeah, I think that would look really nice actually. Cool, we'll do that, but that will be in the next episode. I think I'm going to call it a day for this one. I'm very happy with how that looks now actually. That whole raised area there looks pretty cool, and I might do more. I might sort of duplicate this around here and bring it out over here somewhere. Obviously I've got this main pathway coming down here, and I think I should branch. I almost want it like this. The concrete path is the main path, and then this is like a little side area now and then. So the main path may well come out around the back here. And do you know what? I might actually make it come out down here and go around the back. I think that might work quite nice actually. If I get rid of this bit of path, take the concrete path down and around here, around the back, and have the zoo continue around the back as well. And then when I create these sort of side areas, they'll be with the bark chip path. Yeah, I think that works. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see where the next episode takes me. Brilliant. Let's leave it there. So thank you so much. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode and that you're enjoying the series. Please do let me know your thoughts down below, and keep those animal names coming in. Just so you know, I'm recording the last episode, this one, and probably the next couple, all in the same day. This is a Tuesday, the 2nd of July, I think. I've got the house to myself, so I'm just doing a bit of recording today, which is really nice. And so obviously I can't reply to your comments before the next episode is recorded, if that makes sense. So we'll have to sort of play around with that as we go along. So if you've got animal suggestions, they're not going to happen for a little while, but please do keep them coming in. If you've got any sort of ideas for the zoo, animal names, animals, whatever, please do let me know. But that'll do it for now, so thank you so much. Please hit the like button, please tell your friends about me, and please subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. And I really do appreciate your company and your support. Hopefully I'll see you again very soon. Until then, take care and goodbye for now.